1969 was a year of velvet voices, smoky, slow-drip grooves, and soul that could hold your heart still. The kind of year where a broken street light and a transistor radio could feel like church. And these are the 15 R&B songs from 1969 that deserve to be remembered. Number 15, The Chokin' Kind, by Joe Simon. Simon had a way of singing that felt like he was talking straight to you.
I only meant to love you.
No stage, no spotlight, just two souls in the quiet. Released in 1969 on Soundstage 7, this record slipped in during a moment where Southern soul was simmering low and warm, carried by Muscle Shoals players who knew how to say more by playing less.
With a bottle of poison or knife, I know you can.
The story here is heartbreak, but grown folks' heartbreak. The kind where love doesn't explode, it slowly cracks. A lot of folks forget that The Chokin' Kind actually started as a country tune written by Harlan Howard.
Find what you want, girl. Keep it.
But Joe brought it into a Memphis doorway and let the blues walk right in. You can practically feel the warm vinyl crackle, the late-night kitchen light, the glass of something strong untouched. It hit number 1 on the R&B charts and won Simon a Grammy, but today it sits like a whispered memory. A reminder that sometimes soul doesn't shout, it sighs. If that one pulled you into your feelings, hold on, because the next one is pure velvet moonlight soul. Number 14, Baby I'm For Real by The Originals.
You don't understand.
This one feels like a slow dance in the living room when the night's almost over and nobody wants to turn on the lights. Released in the fall of '69 on Motown's soul label, The Originals had been background vocal heroes for years.
Baby, you don't have to go.
Singing behind Marvin Gaye, Jimmy Ruffin, Edwin Starr. Always in the shadows, always steady. But this was their moment to step forward. Marvin Gaye produced it himself, during a time when he was searching for a new direction after Tammy Terrell's illness.
You cry, I wonder why you cry.
Instead of the bright Motown swing, Marvin pulled everything back. Real instruments, whispered drums, no rush, just space. You can hear it, the way the harmony wraps around the lead like two hands closing gently. This wasn't just romance. It was devotion, slow burning, grown, promise-making love. The song climbed all the way to number 1 on the R&B charts and became the blueprint for Quiet Storm before the phrase even existed. And when those voices softly plead, "Baby, I'm for real," it's like time stops. Like every shy glance and unspoken hope from 1969 is suddenly right there again. If that was intimate, hopeful, late-night love, the next track? Oh, the next one comes with fire. Number 13, Too Busy Thinking About My Baby by Marvin Gaye.
I ain't got time to think about money. Oh.
Now here's a song that feels like sunshine pouring in through a window on a Saturday morning. Released in 1969 on Motown, this one came during Marvin's golden stretch.
Oh yeah, and I ain't got time for nothing else.
Right after the explosion of I Heard It Through the Grapevine. But instead of more heartbreak, Marvin turned inward, toward warmth, toward joy. Originally recorded by The Temptations a few years earlier, Marvin made it his own by lifting the tempo and laying in those soft, almost smiling vocal runs. Listen close. He's not belting, he's gliding, smooth as honey over a fresh stack of pancakes.
I don't have time. Oh yeah.
The Andante's backing vocals float like silk, and James Jamerson's bass does that gentle Motown heartbeat thing, steady and sweet. This wasn't the dramatic soul of pain or protest. This was the soundtrack of love that feels good. The kind where you walk with just a little sway in your step. It soared to #1 on the R&B charts and nearly took over every radio dial that summer. Today, it's one of those songs that slips out of memory until you hear that first ah. And suddenly you're transported. A warm kitchen, a soft light, someone humming while they fry eggs. A moment of pure, uncomplicated love. If that one was sunlight and sweetness, get ready. The next track brings deep late-night soul with a touch of mystery. Number 12, Your Good Thing Is About to End by Rawls.
I don't have to beg you to hold me.
This is one of those songs that walks into the room slow. Coat over one arm, glass in hand, voice low enough to make the walls lean in. Released in 1969 on Capitol Records, Rawls was already known for that deep velvet baritone.
All the time they're trying to get it, I said.
But here, he hit something different. A weary, grown man truth. The track was written by Isaac Hayes and David Porter. Yes, the same powerhouse duo shaping the Memphis soul sound over at Stax. And you can hear that Memphis in every note. The patient horns, the organ like a side hum, the drums soft as a tired heartbeat.
I didn't have to tell them I was your very own.
Lou doesn't beg, doesn't plead. He simply tells the truth. Love is slipping away, and once it leaves, it isn't coming back. This wasn't teenage heartbreak. This was kitchen table heartbreak, where two people have seen too much and said too little. It reached the R&B top 20, and later became a blues standard covered by B.B. King.
I'm talking about you real good.
But Lou's version, that's the one that feels like cigarette smoke curling in slow circles under a single lamp. If that one left you staring at the floor, the next song is going to lift you right back up, with a groove you cannot sit still through. Number 11, Hot Fun in the Summertime by Sly and the Family Stone. Here comes the breeze, the laughter, the open window summer joy. Released in August of 1969, just as the country was changing and the world felt like it was shifting beneath our feet, Sly and the Family Stone dropped a song that felt like pure sunlight.
Summer day.
This track wasn't recorded for any particular album at the time. It was released as a standalone single right around their legendary Woodstock performance, when they electrified an entire field of souls at 3 a.m. and made history. What made Sly different was unity. A band of women and men, black and white, sharing one stage, one rhythm, one voice. This song carries that togetherness. The slow, patient tempo, the horn touches like sparks of laughter, Larry Graham's easygoing bass strolling across the beat. It's the sound of carefree days and warm nights where nothing mattered except who you were with. But here's the twist. There's a bittersweet glow under the joy. You feel it in the way Sly sings, "I can't wait to do it again." It's not just happiness, it's the memory of happiness. The kind of nostalgia that hits you years later when the record spins and you remember a porch, a park, a hand you once held. It hit both the pop and R&B charts hard, climbing to the top 10 and staying a summer anthem for generations. And when those strings glide in near the end, whew, that's the moment everything feels golden again. If that one felt like the sun warming your shoulders, the next track dips us right into late night highway soul. Smooth, steady, and unforgettable. Number 10, Choice of Colors by The Impressions.
You had a choice.
Now we slide into something tender, reflective. The kind of song that makes you stop what you're doing and listen. Released in 1969 on Curtom Records, this was Curtis Mayfield at his most thoughtful, his most compassionate.
You respect your brother's woman friend.
The Impressions were known for harmonies that wrapped around you like a warm shawl, but here, the lyrics carried a quiet weight. Questions about unity, justice, and how we treat one another. This was the year after Dr. King was taken from us. The country was aching, searching for meaning, searching for healing. And Curtis didn't shout, didn't accuse, he asked. He posed questions to the listener gently, like two neighbors talking on the front porch at dusk.
Say now people must prove to the people.
If you had to choose, would you stand for something good? Would you love your brother? The arrangement stays airy and open, almost fragile. A floating bass line, a soft drum heartbeat, and that guitar Curtis made sound like a breeze through the branches. The harmonies don't overwhelm, they lift. This was Soul is Meditation, a prayer spoken out loud. The song reached #1 on the R&B charts, but more importantly, it became a quiet anthem, not blasted from rooftops, but remembered in living rooms, marches, and family gatherings.
Which one would you choose, my brother?
When you hear it now, you can almost feel a humid summer evening, a screen door open, the world slowed just enough to think clearly. If that one made you pause and breathe, prepare yourself. The next track takes us right back into the deep pulse of the dance floor. Number 9, It's Your Thing by the Isley Brothers. This one walks in with swagger. Released early in 1969 on the Isley Brothers' own label, T-Neck Records, this was more than a song. It was a declaration of independence. The Isleys had just broken away from Motown, stepping out from the tight house producer system to take control of their own creative destiny.
I can tell you, it's your thing, man. Do what you wanna do.
And instead of being unsure or cautious, they came out swinging. That bass line hits like a strut down a busy city sidewalk. Shoulders back, chin up, sun on your face. The horns punch in like affirmations. And Ronald Isley's vocal? Smooth confidence, not arrogance. Just a man who has finally learned to move on his own terms. It's a groove with attitude, but fun attitude. You can almost picture the dance floor. Wide collars, slow rolling hips, someone snapping their fingers like they invented rhythm themselves. What many forget is how influential that rhythm became. This track helped shape early funk, the kind of funk that didn't rely on heavy distortion or chaos, just a pocket so deep you could fall right into it. It hit #1 on the R&B charts, #2 on the pop charts, won a Grammy, and still lives on in samples across hip-hop and R&B to this day. If that was freedom set to a groove, the next track brings us into raw, aching tenderness. The kind that makes you close your eyes when the record spins. Number 8, I Wanna Take You Higher by Sly and the Family Stone. Now this is where the room starts moving, even if you're sitting alone. Released in 1969 on the album Stand, this wasn't just a song, it was a moment. An electric surge of rhythm and unity that could lift any crowd off the ground. Sly and the Family Stone were rewriting what soul, funk, and R&B could be. They didn't just blend genres, they fused energy, joy, and togetherness. This track was built on the rhythm. Those claps, those chants, they're communal. They pull you in. Larry Graham's bass hits like a heartbeat that refuses to quit, and Cynthia and Jerry's horns punch the air with pure celebration. Sly didn't want you to just listen. He wanted you to feel. And when they performed this at Woodstock at 3 a.m., the entire field rose, shouting, "Boom shakalaka laka," into the night. A spiritual rave before the word existed. This was an escape. It
A pretty face, and oh, what a gorgeous mind.
was elevation. Music as uplift, as unity, as soul turned into pure flame. If that one had your spirit rising, the next track slides us back into smooth, romantic Motown glow, the kind that lingers. Number 7, "Oh What a Night" by the Dells. Now this is romance carved into vinyl.
Do you recall the night?
Released in 1969 on Cadet Records, the Dells had already been singing together for over 15 years. Same lineup, same brotherhood, same deep harmony blend. And you can hear that history in this track. This isn't just a love song. It's memory wrapped in melody. Originally recorded by the group back in 1956, they revisited it in '69 with richer voices, fuller orchestration, and a maturity that only time can teach. Marvin Jr.'s lead pours out like warm syrup, heavy with longing, while Johnny Carter floats over him with those feather-light high tenor and falsetto notes.
What a
It's like two hearts speaking to each other inside the same song. This is that slow dance in the basement record. Lights low, vinyl crackling, perfume in the air. You can almost feel a hand sliding into yours, a forehead leaning close, time slowing to a hush. And here's the legacy. This version became their signature, their calling card, their timeless masterpiece. It hit the top 10 on the R&B charts and helped cement the Dells as one of the great harmony groups in soul history. If that one felt like a memory, you almost forgot you had. The next track brings a breeze of youth, rhythm, and joy, but with something deeper stirring underneath. Number 6, "Can I Change My Mind" by Tyrone Davis.
Thought she would start to cry.
This one walks in smooth, like the sound of regret dressed in a sharp suit. Released in late 1968 but roaring through the charts in 1969 on Dakar Records, "Can I Change My Mind" was Tyrone Davis's first big hit, the one that took him from Chicago clubs and lounges to national soul recognition.
Baby, let me change my mind.
And the magic is in how easy it sounds. The groove is relaxed, like a quiet conversation on a rainy night. The guitar flickers like streetlights passing by a car window. The horns whisper, not shout. And Tyrone's voice, gentle, warm, honest. The sound of a man who made a mistake and doesn't need to hide it. No dramatics, no begging.
Oh, baby. Hey, baby.
Just truth. I thought I wanted freedom, but I missed the love I walked away from. What many folks don't know is that this track was recorded in just 2 takes. No fancy tricks, no overproduction, just musicians who understood that the most powerful emotions don't need to yell. The song glided to number 1 on the R&B charts and even crossed into the pop top 5, opening the door to a decade of slow-burning Chicago soul classics. It's the soundtrack to realizing too late what you had.
Please, baby. I just want to change my
And feeling it in your chest. If these 1969 classics are bringing back a memory, a dance floor, a first kiss, a dusty record player, go ahead and give this video a thumbs up. It helps keep these timeless grooves alive, and trust me, we've still got 5 more unforgettable tracks waiting just ahead. Number 5, "That's the Way Love Is" by Marvin Gaye.
Had departed, oh, you're left alone and broken.
Here, Marvin steps into the spotlight again, but this time it's not the sunshine glow. Released in 1969 on Tamla, this track came during Marvin's transition from polished Motown elegance to the raw emotional honesty that would define his later work.
Yeah, oh, that's how it is. Oh.
This song is heartache in motion. It moves, steady, pulsing, like someone walking through the rain without an umbrella, head down, lost in thought. Originally recorded by the Isley brothers, Marvin's version, produced by Norman Whitfield, carries that psychedelic soul swirl Motown was experimenting with at the time. Layered strings, echo-dusted drums, vocals pushed right to the edge of desperation.
That's the way love is, honey. Yeah.
Marvin doesn't just sing the pain, he lives in it. Every line sounds like a realization hitting him in real time. Love is beautiful, but love can bruise. And here's the twist. Behind the emotional storm, this song danced. It climbed to #1 on the R&B charts and became a staple on late-night radio, where the heartbreak hits deepest. You can almost picture the hazy lights of a diner at 2 a.m., neon buzzing. Somebody stirring a cup of coffee they're not really drinking.
Gone tomorrow.
That's the way love is, should have done.
This is a reminder. Soul music holds both the joy and the ache. If that one tugged at your heart, the next track comes in with sweet harmony and gentle grace. A quiet storm before the term existed. Number 4, What Does It Take to Win Your Love by Junior Walker and the All-Stars. Now this is one of those records that feels like it should be drifting from a late-night radio station. Signal fading just slightly, warm reverb, the sky outside deep blue and quiet. Released in 1969 on Motown's soul label, Junior Walker was already known for his sax fire. Rough, urgent, raw. But here, he softened it, turned it tender, romantic, almost pleading. The story behind this one is something special. Motown originally decided not to release it as a single. They thought it was too slow, too different. But radio DJs across the country started spinning it anyway, because listeners kept calling in asking for it again and again. The people made it a hit. And when Junior Walker comes in with that sax solo, smooth, aching, yearning, it's clear why. This song speaks directly to the heart. The Marvelettes handle the background vocals like silk curtains blowing in a warm breeze, and Junior's voice is almost shy, almost trembling. It's not the shout of passion. It's the quiet hope that someone might finally understand how much you care. The record eventually climbed to #1 on the R&B charts and #4 on the pop charts, becoming one of Motown's most beloved late-night slow burns. And today, it still feels like leaning close to someone you've loved a long time, hoping they feel the same. If that one was a soft confession in the dark, get ready. The next track steps us into soul royalty with a groove that changed everything. Number 3, Mother Popcorn, You Got to Have a Mother for Me by James Brown. Now we step into pure movement. Released in 1969 on King Records, this wasn't just a song. It was James Brown refining funk down to its essence. The groove is tight, like every instrument is locked into a single heartbeat. The horns stab sharp, the bass keeps the floor warm, and the drums don't just keep time, they command time. This was James Brown at a turning point. The earlier soul review sound was giving way to something leaner, sharper, stripped down. All rhythm, all groove, all feel. And the Popcorn series, including Mother Popcorn, was the bridge. It's dance music, yes, but with attitude, athleticism, and something new in the rhythm. The emphasis on the one, the downbeat, the pulse that would become the foundation of funk, of hip-hop, of modern groove itself. What's wild is how physical this track is. You hear it, you move. Doesn't matter where you are. It's sweat, footwork, hips, laughter, shouts. Close your eyes and you can see a crowded club in '69. Wood floor, low ceiling. Bodies moving like the music is pulling strings tied to their bones. The record hit #1 on the R&B charts and helped define James Brown not just as a performer, but as an architect, a builder of rhythm, a man who knew how to make a room move like one living thing. If that one sets your feet on fire, the next track is going to hit you right in the heart. A soulful, slow burn with a voice you never forget. #2, I Want You Back by the Jackson 5. Here it is.
When I had you to myself, I want you around.
That spark, that youth, that pure, unstoppable burst of joy that changed Motown forever. Released at the tail end of 1969, this was the world's first real introduction to Michael Jackson. Just 11 years old, but already singing with the emotion of a grown man who had lived and lost.
Since I see you in his arms, I want you back. I do.
Motown was searching for something new, something fresh, and the Jackson 5 were the answer. Soul with a pop glow, innocence wrapped around a lightning bolt groove. This track was born out of the Motown writers' room known as The Corporation. Berry Gordy, Phonce Mizell, Freddie Perrin, and Deke Richards. A team put together specifically to craft a new sound that could reach every radio, every living room, every heart. And they did. The bass line dances like a heartbeat that just fell in love.
Every street you walk on, I leave tear stains on the ground.
The piano sparkles. The drums pop crisp and clean. And when Michael hits that ooh baby, time stops. What makes this song unforgettable isn't just the melody, it's the urgency. Michael sounds like someone who means every word, every note, every breath. Even at 11, he had that instinct, that thing you can't teach, that once-in-a-generation spark. I Want You Back shot straight to #1, launching the Jackson 5 into instant stardom and marking a brand new chapter in the story of soul. It was youthful, joyful, and deeply emotional, all at once. And now, we arrive at the top. The #1 song on this list is raw, fiery, and unforgettable. A song that didn't just climb the charts, it shook the whole country awake. #1, I'll Take You There by the Staple Singers. Now,
Ain't nobody crying. No.
this is the kind of soul that doesn't just play, it carries you. Released in 1969 on Stax Records, I'll Take You There came at a moment when the world felt heavy. Grief in the streets, cities changing, communities healing, searching for direction. And here came the Staple Singers, like a warm hand on a tired shoulder, offering hope wrapped in rhythm. This track is built around that unmistakable Muscle Shoals groove. Slow, steady, deep as the earth bass. Drums laid back like a long exhale, and Mavis Staples' voice rising like a hymn. And that's exactly what this song is. A gospel message, disguised as a soul masterpiece. Mavis doesn't shout, she invites. She sings like she knows something true, something comforting, something eternal. The call and response harmonies are pure church basement on a Sunday afternoon. Sunlight through stained glass, fans waving, hearts lifting. And that electric guitar riff? It just rocks gently underneath like a cradle. The song doesn't demand joy. It guides you toward it. Smooth, patient, certain. It hit number one. It crossed genres. It crossed generations. It became a promise in musical form. That even in the hardest times, there's a place where the soul can rest. And today, it still opens doors in the heart the moment the first note hits. From Chicago lounges to Memphis studios, from Motown magic to Muscle Shoals groove, 1969 was a year of soul that lived, breathed, and felt everything. These were songs of joy, regret, healing, and fire. And they still echo in every slow dance, every deep conversation, every quiet night with an old record spinning. Thank you for taking this stroll through the music that shaped us. If you felt something, a memory, a smile, a warmth you almost forgot, subscribe to keep the groove alive. And when you're ready to keep traveling, click the video on your screen for 15 most tragic stories of 1980s forgotten R&B stars. Let's keep the rhythm rolling.